She's hopeless. All alone. Everything she seems to place her hand on is crumbling down. Please help her, she's about to drown. Okay, fine, you guessed it. That is me. I need help. I messed up. I thought I was doing all the right things by praying yet complaining. I'm filled with so much ingratitude and I can wash the world away with it. I'm making it look I'm the victim, yet I'm the one terrorizing myself. So you see, I stood shamefully in a courtroom, surrounded with demons on my wrong and angels on my right. Satan the prosecutor holding millions of records about my life, and God seated on his bench with a gavel in his hand. I was still driven by pride and self-sufficiency. I cried, pleading on my sincerity with no spiritual maturity. I tried to measure up to God's standard to get the verdict, you're not guilty. But that was the beginning of my tribulation. For all evidence was right before me with Satan. It seems I had all the right questions, but never enough answer, threatening the living rooms of my sanity. I thought I had all the right questions. Are you foolish? Haven't begun in the spirit. Are you not being perfected in the flesh? We are like an unclean thing, and our righteousness like filthy rags. The costly freedom of grace bought for us by the blood is so difficult for our prideful heart to understand or appreciate that sincerity isn't righteousness. So no matter how sincere you are, you can be sincerely wrong. The fact that others have more bothers us, so we choose to measure money by wealth and not by life. Oh, I object to religion that claims to love God yet denies him in works. They are ever alone and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. I object to people that are happy when they get credited but complain when all hope seems to be lost. I object to a worldview that tells you if your job is threatened and you have bills to pay, certainly God isn't doing his job to deserve your worship. That is, God should do his job to receive his pay. Okay, my name is not Paul. My name is not Paul. But the truth is, I see a lot of Christians and I don't see Christ. I see a lot of people surrendering their bodies as burdens and not surrendering lives. If you're angry at God, stop praying. It's only fair. Because on a day like this, we're going to be thankful. But a day after, we are far from being grateful. Thank God no matter what. Just to thank him by faith, I can thank him by sight. Okay, how will I have known all of this when I was so much in love with my ego? I was so in love with my ego. Show me your face. Fill up this. My word needs you, right? My word needs you, right? I can't escape being afraid. My word needs you, right? My word needs you. But you guys plenty and no evidence. You forsook your first love, turned your back, never letting go of old wineskin. You are full of lawlessness and iniquity. There is no innocent statement to plead. Oh, it is written that the soul that sinneth shall die. Show me your fill up this. My word needs you. You see, the demon smiled and watched tears roll down the judge's eyes, because they knew clearly it was the hour of my demise. Just when I thought it was over, I collided with something. They called it grace. Grace. Lift up your heads, so ye gates, and be ye lifted up, ye everlasting doors, and let the King of glory come in. They asked, who is this King of glory? He's the Lord strong and mighty. He's the Lord mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, so ye gates. I looked around to know where the voice was coming from, and I saw 7 golden lampstands. I saw someone like the Son of Man. He was fully clothed with a golden sash on his chest. His eyes were like flames of fire. His hair was as white as snow. His feet were gleaming as refined as furnace. His voice sounded like many waters. His countenance was as bright as a blinding sun. Darkness gave way. Glory was all the angels could say. So you all about Olúwa, Olúwa, ẹ tóbi lọ́ba. Ìwọ lọ́ba àwọn ọba, Ẹlẹ́dùmarè o. Olúwa, Olúwa, ẹ tóbi lọ́ba. I fell at his feet and asked him, who are you? He said, I am truth before there ever could be false. I am your advocate before they ever had the case. I am your high priest before you ever had the mouthpiece. I am the lamb that was slain before the foundations of this world. I am him who rules over all. I am him who is present in all, or I am to be called. I am. So you see, the grace of God that bringeth salvation has appeared to all men, teaching us to say no to every form of ungodliness and unrighteousness. Sin demanded justice for my soul, but mercy said no. I'm not gonna let you go. I'm not going to let you sleep out. You don't have to be afraid. Mercy said no. Sin will never take control. You see, life and death stood face to face, and darkness tried to steal my heart away. Thank you, Jesus. Mercy said no. You see, one thing you don't have today is an excuse. You have the mighty God that became poor and bruised. What you do not have is an excuse. You have the word of life, the greatest of all news. What you do not have is an excuse. You have the soul resurrection, the power of death diffused. What you do not have is an excuse. So give thanks for the good days, for the bad habits broken, for the undeniable blessings. Give thanks for the hard days, for that call that brought life crashing down. Give thanks for anger that reminds you that you're human. But don't forget to control your temper, because anger labels you a fool. Give thanks for the power of his resurrection. From Genesis to Revelation. Give thanks for the things he permits, for the things he allows, for the things he prevents, and for the things he provides. Because before fruit had taste, before the roots were ever arranged, before the plants were ever ordained, before you became a living soul, he is. Oh, God is God. And God. We are his people. So thank you. Thank you, for everything. In my place we say, O memana rekele dem. O memana rekele. O memana rekele dem. O memana re. Amanam enya basia manam amanam. Enya basia manam song enya basia manam otega ogenetega otega ogenetega ogenemiru ogenetega wejiro oge